Hey there, I'm Marvin, and welcome back to our playthrough of Mass Effect Legendary Edition. In the previous episode, we kickstarted our third major mission on Virmire, and wow, has it been quite the fast-paced mission. We arrived on Virmire to meet Captain Kirhei and his Salarian STG squad, and we learned that Saren has been breeding a Krogan army here on Virmire. Somehow he has figured out a way to cure the genophage, and with that in mind, we set out to destroy the base because it's bad enough that that Saren has an army of geth behind him, but adding an army of krogan as well would be just too much. So with that, Kirhei has led a frontal assault to distract Saren's forces, while Shepard and her team infiltrated through the rear to take down the base's AA guns so that the Normandy can fly in and deliver a huge bomb payload that we can use to destroy the base. Now, it's been, a really fast-paced, combat-intensive mission so far, but really the biggest climax laid at the end when we discovered, of all things, a Prothean beacon here on Virmire. And even more surprising was what happened after we touched the beacon. Shepard got to see the same vision again, but then we also initiated a conversation with Sovereign. Turns out is an actual Reaper. And we haven't really heard too much about the Reapers up until this point in Mass Effect 1. We learned the name, if you recall, back from Tali, actually. She hacked a geth to acquire the recording that proved Saren's guilt, and from there she learned that the geth believed Reapers to be this highly advanced synthetic race that destroyed the Protheans 50,000 years ago. But that's it. There hasn't been any evidence of this actually happening until this conversation we had. And so Sovereign turns out to be not only Saren's flagship, but actual Reaper itself. And not only that, they claim that the Reapers are responsible not just for wiping out the Protheans, but for facilitating this cycle of destruction where they allow organic civilizations to rise in power and technology, only to wipe them out when they hit their apex. And this is a pattern they repeat over and over countless cycles. So a lot of really heavy hitting lore in this previous episode, and now we gotta close things out because despite all these revelations that we've achieved, we still got a job to do. We gotta take out this base and stop Saren from breeding his army of krogan. So let's get to it. So we're gonna go back the way we came.
Now it gets fun.
The geth are turning from your position, Vieto. Looks like Shadow kicked a sensitive spot. Alenko, head them off. Hold them.
And we originally came from this side, but now a new path has opened up so we can continue going into the base. See, the krogan are really quite annoying here. They have this regenerative ability that... Whoa, where are you going? Flying off there. Regenerative ability that keeps them alive for quite a bit longer, so you definitely want to prioritize these enemies when you come across them.
Perimeter secured.
Alrighty.
Lost shield! Watch out. They have followed.
Are there more? Goodness.
Good work on the gun, Shadow Team. Now it's our turn.
Perimeter clear.
As you get further into the base, you can see that there are quite a few more troops you have to deal with. But nothing our squad can't handle.
Metagel deployed.
That's it. We need to clear the geth and set those charges. Charges set. Everyone bunker down. Bunker down.
Here we are. This is our landing zone right here.
All right! Nice work. That's one less thing to worry about. Commander, I'm bringing us in. I'll get as close to the site as I can.
Alright, we're just gonna wait for the Normandy. Alright, and there's our payload. This is the bomb we're going to detonate to destroy the base.
Bomb is in position. We're all set here.
Commander, do you read me?
The nuke is almost ready, Lieutenant. Get to the rendezvous point.
Negative, Commander. The geth have us pinned down on the AA tower. We've taken heavy casualties. We'll never make the rendezvous point in time.
Get them out of there, Joker, now!
Negative. It's too hot. You can't risk it. We'll hold them off as long as we...
It's okay, Commander. I need a couple of minutes to finish arming the nuke. Go get them and meet me back here.
Up to the AA tower. Move!
Alright, well, you figure there's bound to be a complication at some point. So let's go save Kaidan. Wow. So you can see Liara's biotic abilities really come in handy here. They just do so much to crowd control the enemy.
It appears the Geth have sent reinforcements.
Chief, we just spotted a troop ship inbound to your location.
It's already here, and is bleeding Geth all over the bomb site.
Hold on, Chief. I'm coming back to get you.
Negative! It's too late for us! There's just too many of them! I'm activating the nuke!
What are you doing, Chief?
Making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what! It's done, Commander. Go get the lieutenant and get the hell out of here!
Belay that. We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Williams.
Alright, and if you're wondering, yes, this is probably the biggest defining moment in the first Mass Effect. You actually have to choose to save one of your two companions, and the other one is going to be lost. So the way we set this up here, I'm going to be saving Kaidan, and we're going to leave Ashley a pretty epic farewell scene. But yeah, pretty sad stuff. I think this is the first game I ever played where RPG I ever played where you actually had to sacrifice one of your main companions, and it's also part of the reason why I haven't spent too much time with Ashley during this run. But yeah, no matter what you do, you have to sacrifice one of them. There is no way around it, and the trilogy plays out differently depending on who you save, so I definitely encourage you to try out both options in your own playthrough. But yeah, pretty crazy moment here, so yeah, let's go save Kaidan.
Alenko, radio Joker and tell him to meet us on the AA tower.
Yes, Commander.
You know it's the right choice, LT.
I'm sorry, Ash. I had to make a choice.
I understand, Commander. I don't regret a thing.
Of course, saving Alenko is easier said than done, so we got a little bit of a fight ahead of us here.
Commander, you need to move fast. Can't hold this up with forward. Watch the corners. Suppressing fire.
All right, where are you? Look who it is.
This has been an impressive diversion, Shepard. My geth were utterly convinced the Salarians were the real threat. Of course, it was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
Why are you doing this?
You've seen the vision from the beacons, Shepard. You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt. Do not sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, and they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead, but what if they had bowed before the invaders? Would the Protheans still exist? Is submission not preferable to extinction?
Do you really believe the Reapers will let us live?
Now you see why I never came forward with this to the Council. We organics are driven by emotion instead of logic. We will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves useful, think how many lives could be spared. Once I understood this, I joined Sovereign, though I was aware of the dangers. I had hoped this facility could protect me.
You're afraid Sovereign is influencing you. You're afraid he's controlling your thoughts.
I've studied the effects of indoctrination. The more control Sovereign exerts, the less capable the subject becomes. That is my saving grace. Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
Yeah, I think you're pretty foolish to think you can stop it, though.
Tell me why Sovereign needs the conduit. Tell me what it is. Maybe we can find a way to stop them.
The conduit is the key to your destruction and my salvation. Sovereign needs my help to find it. That is the only reason I have not been indoctrinated.
Why are the geth following Sovereign?
They believe Sovereign to be some kind of god, the pinnacle of their own evolution. But the reaction of their deity is most telling. It is insulted. Sovereign does not desire the pitiful devotions the geth hurl at it. They are just tools, and no amount of belief on their part will change that. But as tools, they are useful. They will survive the coming invasion. If organic life is to survive, we must also prove we are useful. We must work with the Reapers.
Alright, and we still don't know what the conduit is.
Sovereign's manipulating you and you don't even know it. You're already under its power.
No Sovereign needs me. If I find the conduit, I've been promised a reprieve from the inevitable. This is my only hope.
Together we can stop Sovereign. We don't have to submit to the Reapers, we can beat them.
I no longer believe that, Shepard. The visions cannot be denied. The Reapers are too powerful. The only hope of survival is to join with them. Sovereign is a machine. It thinks like a machine. If I can prove my value, I become a resource worth maintaining. There is no other logical conclusion.
You were a Spectre. You were sworn to defend the galaxy. Then you broke that vow to save yourself.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed. It is inevitable. My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed. But you would undo my work. You would doom our entire civilization to complete annihilation. And for that, you must die.
Alrighty. Well, not much of a showdown, but whatever. It's time to run. R.I.P. Ashley.
All right, everybody, hang on!
If you're curious, the other way you can set this up is to go back and save the person setting up the bomb. But in that case, the other companion just dies in a...
Ash didn't make it. How could we just leave her down there?
Your other companion just dies in a piece of dialogue. It's really anticlimactic. This way, at least we have at least some kind of cutscene to send her off. So, poor Ash.
Williams knew the risks going in. She gave her life to save the rest of us.
But why me? Why not her?
It wasn't your call, Alenko. I had to choose. I chose you.
But if I'd done my job, you wouldn't have had to make that call.
It wasn't your fault. It wasn't my fault. The only one to blame here is Saren.
Yes, ma'am. We'll get it done.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting, but I have an idea. I think the beacon you found in Saren's base was similar to the one you found on Eden Prime. Tell me, your visions, have they changed at all? Do you know where the conduit is now?
The vision changed, but it's still not clear.
That is unfortunate. I am afraid our only choice is to go to Pharaoh's. Maybe we will find what we need there.
I'll let Joker know where we're headed. Dismissed.
Commander, there's a comm buoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
Set the link up, Joker. They need to know.
Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, I'm pleased to see your mission on Virmire was a success.
Saren is formidable enough without an army of krogan serving under him.
The krogan would have served Sovereign, a Reaper.
Yes, we saw mention of this on your report. Sovereign, Ascension machine. A true artificial intelligence. This news is quite alarming. If it turns out to be accurate.
You know what Shepard needs? Shepard needs a dash cam. If we just had her record that conversation, everything would have been so much easier with the council. But nope, they continue to be a real pain in the side.
Sovereign's a Reaper. Saren admitted it.
He's playing you, Shepard. Saren still has contacts on the Citadel. He probably saw your earlier reports, the ones talking about your vision and the Reapers.
It's highly possible Saren is using false information to throw you off balance. Our own intelligence has never turned up any corroborating information.
Sooner or later, you're gonna have to take something I say on faith, Counselor.
Try to see this from our perspective, Commander. Saren is a threat we can recognize. However, as far as we know, the Reapers only exist in your visions.
Our decisions affect trillions of lives. We cannot act on the accusations of a single person, even a Spectre. Not without solid evidence.
The Council cannot take any official action here. That is why we created the Spectres. You have the authority to act as you see fit.
If you truly believe Sovereign is the real threat, you must take whatever steps are necessary to stop it. And Saren.
Good luck, Commander. From all of us.
Alrighty. Ooh. That was quite the ending there on Virmire. I think Virmire is probably one of my favorite missions from the first Mass Effect. The final one you play is also quite good too. But yeah, let's check in with our companions. At this point, they shouldn't have too much more to talk about, but it's always worth checking in.
I've been thinking about Saren. I actually feel a little sorry for him now.
Oh, really?
He's become a slave to the Reapers, and he can't even see it.
He is trapped inside his own mind. Part of him senses his identity slowly being swallowed up by Sovereign, but he is powerless to stop it. I wonder how he first fell into Sovereign's trap. Did he think he could somehow stop the Reapers from returning? Or was he simply driven by a lust for power and glory?
After learning from Anderson what Saren was like in the past, I'm going to guess the latter.
Whatever Saren's reasons may have been, they're long gone now. He has to be stopped.
Yes, I suppose you're right. He may be Sovereign's victim, but he is also a threat to all life as we know it. Let's not spend every free minute talking about Saren. It is bad enough we are chasing him across the galaxy.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
Well, that's a bit of a 180.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
It sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No. Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so... reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over.
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake. We need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Alright, put a pin in it. We've only got 3 whole video games worth of content to try to get through before all of this is over.
Anything you need, Commander?
I wanted to see how you're dealing with Ash's death.
Dealing, ma'am. Sorry for anything I said back there. Adrenaline.
I understand. I don't like losing people either.
I've served for years, but never lost a soldier under my command. Not to hostile action, anyway. If you don't mind my asking, how did you deal with the losses on Elysium?
It was my job to get everyone out safe. I failed. I vowed not to let that happen again. Same here. I'll remember her, and I'll do better for her.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do. Thanks for the advice, ma'am.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Alright. Anyways, I mentioned during our Virmire playthrough that depending on the actions you take, you can save more people from Kirihei's team and help them make it through to the end of their end of the mission. And whoever you do save ends up right here. So
It was an honor working with you, Commander Shepard. Despite the losses, our mission was a success. My superiors will duly honor Chief Williams for her actions. Her sacrifice has earned humanity a great deal of respect from my people.
Ash was a hell of a soldier. She knew what the risks were, but she did what she had to.
Of course. The grim reality that every soldier must accept. Rest assured, Commander, my men and I will not forget what you have accomplished here. We will leave your ship as soon as you reach your next destination. Perhaps we will have the opportunity to work together again someday.
And then if you missed out on buying anything from Rentola, you can do it right here.
You have my gratitude. The captain considers the mission a success.
Yep. What do you got? Ooh, this one's pretty good. There we go. Could probably put that with Liara, I think. Let's see. Yes. There we go. Let's give Rex some other armor. Ooh. I don't know, that's not very pretty. Whatever. Alrighty. Anything to say, Garrus?
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we will find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, ma'am. You can count on me. Thanks for hearing me out. I appreciate it. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
You seem to have some thoughts on this. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
If Saren won't listen to reason, if he forces my hand, I'll kill him in a heartbeat. But only if it's absolutely necessary.
But what's the point in keeping him alive? It just gives him an opportunity to escape or convince the Council to listen to him. And what about the geth? They might try to free him.
We know more about Saren's plans than anyone. But what do we really know? If we just kill him, we lose the chance to find out.
Yeah, I see your point. Do you really think there's more to know, other than the fact that he's a raving lunatic?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's not a chance I'm willing to take.
Yes, ma'am.
Interesting conversation. Admittedly, a little bit out of place. I think it makes a lot more sense if you did this before the revelations you learn on Virmire, because then you truly begin to see there is definitely a lot more to the story than what you initially might suspect when meeting Saren.
Commander, things got heated back on Virmire. You did what you had to do. I respect your choice.
I appreciate what you did, Rex. I won't forget it.
Just make sure it was worth it. Saren has to pay for what he's done.
We'll have him soon enough. Then he can answer for his crimes.
He'll do more than just answer if I have anything to say about it.
And this new option opens up on family once I think you get his armor, maybe? Or at least after this mission on Virmire.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
No. Now that I have my family's armor again, there's nothing left for me.
Alright.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends, and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
We couldn't have done this without you, Tali.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I'm gonna miss you when you go back to your own people, Tali.
That won't happen for a while yet. I'll be right here anytime you need me.
Alright, and we also have an additional option to learn more about Tali's father, but I'm gonna skip that for now.
I should go.
See you later.
Alrighty. So, with all of that, where should we go to next? Well, there should be a few more important side quests coming up. One that is already active. And then we also need to take care of Pharaohs. One side quest that we did acquire while we were on Virmire was information about an impending geth invasion that happened when we hacked one of the consoles during that mission, and actually that has some importance for Tali, so we're going to do that. And for here we got to go to the Armstrong Nebula cluster to do that, so let's take a look.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
Normandy? Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in geth activity in the Skyllian Verge. Surveillance drones have identified geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
I'm on it, Admiral.
Finding Saren is still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Alrighty, so this side quest is actually a bit of a slog. You just gotta go to 4 different systems and track down the geth base. So we'll start with this one here on the right.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander, I'm glad you're in the area.
Alright, this is a new
We've
mission.
got an emergency situation, and you're the only one I can trust to get the job done.
How can I help, Admiral?
Biotic fanatics have hit a medical research station with a psychotropic drug. The drugs have temporarily driven researchers crazy, and the biotics are effectively using them as human shields.
I'll do everything within my power to bring those researchers back safely, Admiral.
I know you will, Commander. I'm sending you the station coordinates now. Fifth Fleet out.
Alrighty. Well, a bit of an interjection there, but so that is a mission that pops up when Commander Shepard reaches a certain threshold in her Paragon score. We'll take care of it maybe a little bit later. It doesn't really have any importance in terms of the overall story in the trilogy, but it's definitely one of the more challenging missions because you get into a firefight where there are friendlies, NPCs just kind of standing there in your way, and trying to take out the enemies, and specifically trying to make your companions take out enemies without taking out the scientists, can be a real pain in the butt. So I'll showcase how we can do that once we get through this geth mission first, though. All right, once again, there's going to be a whole ton of travel, so I will loop back once I reach the geth outpost. Okay, we're back. So all I really did there off screen was drive straight ahead and take a path up a mountain that actually has a whole bunch of geth turrets along the way. You can destroy them, but they're honestly not very accurate, and if you just drive your way through, you can just ignore them and be perfectly fine. But once you reach the top, there are going to be a whole bunch of enemies you need to take out, and that will conclude this part of the quest on this planet. So we just round this corner here. Here we go. All right, then once you take them out, enemies will drop in. This Colossus.
Three more outposts to go. The first step in a long journey.
Alrighty, just like that. You can see on the map there's a whole bunch of geth turrets that I drove by. Again, you don't have to worry about them in this mission. Let's go. Alright, on to number 2. This one you got to kind of do a little loop around, so I will loop back once I make it to the base. All right, we're back. So here's just another base to take out. Once you do, another enemy will drop in.
Outposts done.
There we
We're
go.
halfway there.
There we go. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. this one's all the way in the far corner. I'll loop back once I reach it. Okay, we're back. Same deal again. Take out the base. Where's the last one? Can't see you. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there. In this one, you don't actually have to destroy the geth dropship, you just take out the reinforcements. Which one is it? This one? Nope. 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 Alright, this one's way on the top of a cliff, so I will loop back when I get there. Alright, and we're here. This one you have to take them out inside. You can probably gather from all the spikes that we're going to be facing a ton of husks. Whoa. All right, almost there. Oh, that's right. And then back out the way we came. Oh. You can just get in the Mako. That. for this last segment. I mean, you can fight him on foot, it probably is fine, but why bother?
This is odd. I would have expected one of these outposts to be a main base of operations for the geth incursion into this region.
Hold on. This receiver's picking up some kind of transmission. Based on the signal strength, I'd say it's coming from inside this star cluster.
It must be a message from the primary geth base. We can use the signal to lock onto its location and eliminate them.
Interesting. Alright, so basically what they're saying is that the mission has been way too easy. We need to go fight harder enemies. So let's do it. Once you complete the fourth one, a new system opens up right here. Grissom. It's on this moon. Alrighty, and this one's basically straight ahead, so I'll meet you on the other side. Alright, we're back. So for this final segment, you're going to have to fight outside the base and inside the base. You have two big colossi here you have to take down first. Alrighty. Ugh. Alright, let's go inside. Oh. Interesting ending here. Alright, let's see what we got. Here we go. We want to decrypt this. Interesting. So yeah, that is information we want to get the tally. Oh, come on. Alright, here's one more thing. If you are tired of just grabbing stuff, you can also reduce them to Omnigel, which can be useful for a specific mission later on. Just wanted to showcase that. Oh. Let me see. Does Tally need another cipher? Oh, I guess this cipher tool's still worse. Okay. Never mind. Alright, let's head back. Again, so Tally was saying that as the Admiral's daughter, she's pressured to find something extraordinary to bring back to the flotilla, and this data is precisely what she needs.
Shepard, I need to talk to you. It's important.
Is something wrong?
You know the data you took from those geth control nodes? The information you uploaded to Alliance Control? I want a copy of it.
You want to bring this data back to the migrant fleet?
Those files have information that could be vital to our efforts to understand the geth. It could be the key to helping us reclaim our homeworld.
If I give you this data, your pilgrimage is over. You'll go back to your own people.
Not right away. I'll stay with you as long as it takes to stop Saren. But my people need this.
You think you can use this information to destroy your enemy?
Not right away. We will need to study it. It could take years, but it will give us new insight into how the geth have changed and evolved over the past centuries.
Go ahead, make a copy.
My people, I owe you a great debt, one I can never repay. The only thing I can offer in return is what you already have. My solemn promise to stay with you until Saren and his geth armies are defeated.
I never wanted anything more.
Thank you, Shepard.
All right. Oh, by the way, so I've been buying all those licenses.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've
You
got.
bet, Commander.
And if you do that, you actually get access to a lot more stuff here. Oh, that's weird. Nope, I would expect more stuff than this. That's fine. All right. Excellent. Alright, so that wraps up the Geth Invasion side mission. And I think I'm going to stop the episode right here. So, in our 9th episode here, we completed the mission on Virmire, which ended tragically with the death of one of our companions, in this case, Ash. We also had a confrontation with Saren, learning that he is well aware of indoctrination, but foolishly believes that his path forward is the only way to save the galaxy from the Reapers. Of course, that isn't true, so we went and took him down, sort of, and took out his base with the bomb. Following that, we completed one side quest here to stop a buildup of geth forces that were intending to invade Council space. In doing so, we got access to some interesting data about how the geth have evolved since the Quarians were exiled from their homeworld, and this was important information that we gave to Tali that she hopes will give her people greater insight into how they could potentially return to their homeworld and retake it from the geth. So quite a hard-hitting part of the story here in Mass Effect 1, as well as an opportunity to kind of complete the loyalty of Tali. Loyalty is not something that isn't something that really comes into play until Mass Effect 2, but they do kind of hint at it here in Mass Effect 1 with the special missions for Tali, Rex, and Garrus. So it's interesting to be able to play that out. But yeah, I sincerely hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to Buddy Up Gaming for future installments here on Mass Effect Legendary Edition, as well as other gaming content for encouraging families to game together. I'm Marvin. I hope you have a good one, and take care out there.